I am panicking, okay? I live with a roommate. She's also my best friend, and I'm texting her full panic mode. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
I can't believe these type of things actually happen. Do they actually happen? Or some of these people just make up story for content just to get likes? Let's find out.
I have debated telling this story for a few days, but all of my friends are literally like, this story is so wild. You need to put this on TikTok. This also like just happened this past weekend, so I am still processing what exactly happened. This isn't really a dating horror story in the sense that something bad happened. It's just
Then why would you title a dating horror story when it's not a dating horror story? You see what I'm talking about? Clickbait.
the weirdest thing that's ever happened to me. So a little bit of backstory. About 3-ish weeks ago, maybe a month ago, this guy and I met on Hinge. This guy and I start talking. We just initially clicked. Like, I don't know what it was, but we just started talking. It was definitely like an instant connection, right? Okay, so I live in Las Vegas. So he tells me that he is going through the process of getting into the firefighter academy out here in Vegas. And before you say anything, I know this was my first red flag. And he actually
I'm not saying anything. Why are you yelling, man?
lives in the Los Angeles area, but he's coming out here. His dad lives out here. That's a key part of the story. He's coming out here to do like the last final things that you do before you go into the academy. And so he is out here this upcoming weekend for that reason. And so we agreed to link up and meet for a drink on Sunday night. And it was one of those first dates that you kind of leave and you're like on a high. Like everything was so good. We had like an immediate connection, an immediate spark. And sincerely, that does not happen to me often. I don't date a lot in general. So I leave this first date, like I said, on a high.
I don't date a lot in general. Yeah. Okay.
Kisses me goodnight. He's a great kisser. I'm like, this is fantastic. So he's driving back to LA the next day, and before he leaves, he stops by my house. He gives me a kiss and a hug goodbye, and he's like, I can't wait to see you again. Like, I'm so excited about you. And for the next 2 weeks when he was supposed to come out here, we are talking, texting.
As soon as a man said, oh, I can't wait to see you again, I'm so excited about you, you almost lost that girl, bro. Or she gonna think that you're head over your heels, or whatever the saying is about this chick. Now she might pull back a little bit. You can't show them all your cards, man. You gotta stay mysterious. If you didn't tell her that, hey, I'm looking forward to seeing you next time, I'm so excited about you. Now she goes home and she's like, I don't even know if I'm gonna see him again. I don't know if I, made a good impression. She not doing any of that because you already gave her the green light for next time you're gonna go see her. Rookie move right there.
The phone every single day, every single night. But like a week before he's supposed to come out here again and do like his last exam or whatever it is, I asked him, I said, instead of staying at your dad's house, like, why don't you just stay with me that weekend? I know, okay. He's like, that would be great. So, we can spend a lot more time together, get to know each other that whole weekend, whatever. So we're talking about him coming out here this weekend, and he's very much into sports. And so he's like, yeah, like I want to watch the game this weekend. And I said, well, I don't have a TV. Like, I just don't have a TV in my house. And he like makes a joke that he's going to have to buy a TV in order for him to watch the game this weekend. And I think it's like a hee hee ha ha joke. I'm like, oh yeah, whatever. Okay, so Saturday comes. He's flying.
Who don't have a TV? What, are you also sleeping on a mattress on the floor? I know dudes who got a mattress on the floor and nothing else in the apartment. They have a TV and a PlayStation, man. Why don't you have a TV? If you don't have a TV, I don't think you should date. How you gonna, bring your date home and entertain them? You can't just get to the business right away. You gotta come home and, put on Netflix or something. Order a pizza. Turn that shit into a vibe. Now, if the roles were reversed and dude didn't have a TV in his house or his apartment, he a bum, he broke.
Out here this time, and the flight's only like 45 minutes to an hour from Vegas. 1 hour before he boards his plane, this man literally texts me out of nowhere, and he's like, okay, I bought the TV from Target. It's ready for pickup. What? Wait! Said, huh? What? Huh? He was like, yeah, I told you like sports are really important to me. It's like how I relax. I watch the games like every weekend. And I was like, you bought a TV to put in my house. So I'm kind of just like, okay, all right, I guess. I sent him a picture of my living room and I'm like, where are you going to put it? You either need to buy a TV stand or like mount it on the wall or something. And we go back and forth and he's like, I don't really want to spend the money on a TV stand. Like, we're just going to mount it to the wall. And I'm like, okay. Anyway, so I'm getting the...
She should be a grateful woman that a man is buying her TV. Don't act like when he leaves, right? She not gonna put on Netflix on the same TV. She ain't gonna watch 90 Day Fiance on the same TV that he bought. Stop the cap, man.
Little weirded out because that's, a little odd. I don't know how the topic of finances got brought up. Oh, I think it had to do with the TV stand because he didn't want to spend the money on a TV stand. So somehow now we're talking about money and how we're going to have like, kind of a relaxing, like more chill weekend. And then he drops the bomb on me that we're going to split everything this weekend, including dinner tonight. We're not going anywhere fancy, okay? We're going out for all you can eat $30 sushi. This man just bought a TV to put on my wall, and now he's telling me he can't afford to buy me sushi. So now I'm going from being a little bit weirded out.
That's very immature. Bro, if the sports were that important to you, right? You should have just stayed home that weekend. Or you can come Friday night, stay Saturday, Sunday, you at your own place watching football or whatever you watch. See, I was with the dude until the man said, "Oh, we're gonna split the bill at the restaurant. We're gonna split everything else but the TV." What?
Out by the TV to like full on panicking, like halt the brakes, hold on. Now he's on the plane on his way here. Okay, as this is all going down, he says to me, he says, "The TV's ready for pickup if you want to go get it." What the fuck? Dude. Huh? I am panicking, okay? I live with a roommate. She's also my best friend, and I'm texting her full panic mode. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't know what to do. And honest to God, God love my best friend because she was my rock and my calm in this situation. She was like, don't panic. Like, just pick him up and
Don't panic, yo. I don't have a TV either, so when it gets here, we both gonna be watching some Netflix. We both gonna be enjoying that thing. Girl, don't you worry. Don't stress. I got you. I'll come over. I'll bring the snacks.
let's figure it out when you get back to the house. So I picked this man up from the airport, right? And obviously, like, my energy has shifted a little bit at this point, but I'm trying to like stay positive in this weird situation. He wants to stop by his dad's house before we go pick up the TV at Target. Not only was I this man's Airbnb this weekend, I was also apparently his Uber now. And on the way to Target, I'm driving there and I'm just like,
If you are inviting people over and he's taking a flight to come see you, are you complaining about picking him up from the airport? If I'm flying a girl out, bro, I'm gonna pick her up from the airport. And he buying you a TV, the least you can do is go pick it up. I don't see nothing wrong with it, personally.
this happened so fast, I didn't even have time to like freak out and be like, whoa, hold on. So we get back to my house, okay? He meets my roommate, unloads a TV. For the next 3 hours, this man is mounting a TV on my wall. His TV on my wall. Sitting there on the couch drinking wine, watching him mount his TV to my wall.
3 hours to mount a TV, bro? It takes max an hour if you're a rookie to mount the TV on the wall. I see the TV box. He bought the cheap stuff, so he wanna act like a baller, but he ain't no baller, man. He wanna be like, "Oh, baby, if you don't have a TV, what I'm saying, I'm gonna get you the TV. Don't worry, it's all me." But bro, you ain't bought no LG. You bought TCL. That shit ain't even fucking 4K, bro. We live in 2026. You know what I'm saying? The 4K is like the minimum requirement these days. You know what I'm saying? Even if you buy a new TV, a box say 4K. This is 1080p, my boy. TCL. I'll never buy me a TCL, bro. That shit go for $250 for a 70-inch.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
And we did not go get dinner, by the way, because I'm not about to split the bill with you, bud. We did get Chick-fil-A and he did pay for that. So, At this point, for my roommate, this is comedy. You know what I mean? She's got like a front row seat to a shit show and she's enjoying it. So after, 3 hours goes by and he's mounting the TV on my fucking wall, I'm a little wine drunk and now I'm pissed off. And I'm kind of like, let's just go to bed. Like, I'm tired. So it is Sunday morning. Okay, bright and early. I'm not a morning person. All right, let me just say that. Bright and early at 6:30 a.m. This man wakes up to come downstairs to watch the game at 6:30 a.m. in my house. The whole morning, I am just pissed. The whole time, he's on my couch watching the game. This man has barely paid attention to me. The whole I can't wait to spend time with you, get to know you has gone out the window. Now it's like 10 a.m. Okay, I'm downstairs in the kitchen. My roommate's down there. He's on the couch. And I made breakfast for all of us because I'm a nice person. My roommate goes to a workout class, all right, after breakfast. And I kind of take this as my opportunity to like sit down with him on the couch. And I'm like, look, this is not how I thought this weekend was going to go. And the only thing you seem to be concerned with is this TV and sports. You've barely looked at me. I will say during this conversation, he was very nice, he was very polite. He's like, I'm sorry. He's like, I've just been so stressed out lately and like sports is how I wind down. So I just wanted to watch it this week, whatever. And so, I very kindly and gently was like, you got to pack up your shit and go to your dad's. He's like, I understand. All good. I took him to his dad's, dropped him off, you know, because I'm the Uber. TV's still on my wall. So he's got to come get that. I've officially given up dating. All right, this is my white flag in surrender. I'm good. No more.
But he never said that he gonna come and get the TV. He never said that. He probably would never come back and get that TV. So I got a TV out of this date. You didn't have a TV. Bruh, there's homeless people in a tent with a TV, bro. 15-inch monitor. So you should be grateful that he got you a TV, and I bet you he didn't come back and get it. It took the man like 3 hours to mount the TV. You think he gonna go through all that hassle and unmount it, and man, he don't even have a car. How you gonna come pick it up? He not doing all that, man. That's all I'm trying to say. So listen, instead of sitting there complaining, got a wrong title on the video just to get some clicks, I think you should be grateful that you got a TV out of the situation. So what if the man was up 6 in the morning? Now you and your friends and your next date can watch TV. And even though you're saying in this video that you're done with dating, I bet you not. I bet you still on those apps right now. I bet you replying to dudes today as I make this video. Stop the cat, man. Listen, if you're gonna have somebody come take a flight, you can pick him up. They're putting effort too. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't ask you to come over and stay at your place. You offered him. So if you offering that, then you should be okay with picking him up from the airport, or if you want to go somewhere, get something. You guys spending time together, right? What's the problem? Why you gotta, jump into saying, oh, I am your Uber driver? If you go on a next date with a guy and he offers to come pick you up, does that make him your Uber driver? And after the date is done and he have to drop you home safe, does that make him an Uber driver? That's what I want to know. What do you guys think what I just said, man? Leave in the comment section. Help your boy get to 1,000 subscribers, man. We almost there, yo. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. You know what to do, bro. If you like these type of stories, man, why ain't you subscribing? All right, I'm done begging. Hey, thank you so much for tuning in, all right? You guys have a good day. I'm going to catch you guys next video. Peace and love.